Hey guys, what's Gump here? I normally don't make videos like this. It's been a while since I've done a late discussion slash commentary video about my state of Halo fan, but I just want to get this out of the way because I debate about making a video similar to this. It was gonna be like what the Halo community was up to, and I was explaining like each of the games and what their cons were, the community's reaction to all that. But then I scrapped it because it wasn't. I didn't feel like it was necessary to make such a video because we already have like a bazillion jillion of thoughts of them, and I wanted to get this one out of the way. And I'm sure like I haven't stated this before, but whenever I talk about Halo, it gives me some slight anxiety because I care a lot about this game series franchise as a child. I want to see it succeed. I don't think 343 is the worst gaming developer company out there. There are certainly a lot of like bitter slash harsher companies under big companies like Microsoft, like EA and Activision. I mean, those guys try to work their butts every day and night, and I think 343, you gotta at least give them credit. They do know how to follow like the standard to when it's Halo, and I'm sure this is going to be a really hot take and not many people are going to like it, but that's just how I view gaming as a specter, because gaming is supposed to be fun, it's supposed to be something you enjoy casually. It's not meant to be taken seriously like a religious thing, because at the end of the day, Halo's still going to be there, it's not going to fade in time itself. We just have to pull through the weeds and go through the rough times, because as I remember, someone made a quote that I thought was really good, and he said that we all act like Halo is the second coming of Christ, and we need to stop doing it because not every Halo game is perfect, If you even look back at Halo 1, I mean, that game was spectacular, but there were like a few flaws to have it like a 10 out of 10, I think gamers today are so getting old and they're setting their standards really high that when they hear about modern gaming news and stuff, it tends to be a downfall or a letdown or whatever, disappointing. I understand that, but you can't let like a bad attitude ruin your day or your entire life just because a gaming company or a franchise didn't live up to the par. I had this one conversation with this person online, and I'm not going to mention any names to expose them or give them clout, but it was just so miserable because after all that, they still said, I'm still going to be upset with Halo and Microsoft because of not living up to the expectation. And that really generally pissed me off because, like, I don't know why people don't change their attitudes or their lives when it comes to this sort of deal. People should really learn to take care of themselves, to try go out play other games instead of Halo 24/7. I mean, as you guys have seen throughout the channel, I post to other gaming content as well, and I really enjoy like action adventure games and all that stuff. I don't think it has to be Halo, but it certainly does. So this video is primarily by like one might give my thoughts on the community and why I love Halo Infinite. And first of all, the point is I'm not hating on anyone per se or defending a bad decision. I'm just saying that this whole negative cloud that's been surrounding Halo for years has been so overdone and so farming like in a grifter kind of way. So if you don't know what grifting is, it's basically when you agree with a point that you don't really agree. You're just doing it just for the sake of agreeing with whatever somebody has to say. So if somebody says, like Call of Duty's bad, then someone's gonna grift on that. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, I agree with that person, but really they don't really think it's bad because personally they think it's alright. And so yeah, I feel like the Halo community over the past decade has been really going from chill to volatile. And it's funny because almost exactly every fandom is like this in the past century. Whenever something is big and something reaches its peak, the fans typically want more, they want better. Star Wars, for example, that franchise has been going on for like 50 years. And the old fans, they love the original trilogy, and even some to extent the prequels. The new fans, they really are like sitting on the fence between the prequels and the sequels because of Disney's acquisition of Star Wars. And the thing is, not every thing in a franchise is going to be like peak 24/7, you know. Again, as I mentioned, somebody said what I stated before, and I heavily agree with that. In the case of Halo, it doesn't have to be a 10 out of 10, you know. It can be an 8 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10. It really doesn't matter. All it does is add more strength and stress to everybody, and I'm going to emphasize that you should not stress or worry about what happens with the game franchise or the developers. You know why? Because you're not making the game. You're not the developers. You're just the consumer. We're really just like so out of touch with ourselves, and I'm not saying that we shouldn't acknowledge the bad decisions and changes made throughout the past decade with Halo. I'm just saying we really need to take care of ourselves, come together, you know, just have some fun games, you know. And throughout this video, I'm not entirely sure like what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm just gonna point it out there because I want to get out of my chest. I want to freaking sleep again, you know, regularly instead of having to stress this. But yeah, I honestly love Halo Infinite. I think it's really the best the series has been for like a long time, and I'm gonna discredit the shop out of the way first because I know everyone's gonna say the shop. Oh, why is everything behind the shop? This is a free to play game. Don't be surprised when something is free to play that whatever is going to be really cool, it's going to be locked behind a paywall. I mean, how do you think the game is going to make any money, or the company is going to make any money, you know? This is like what's a good way to put this? This is like going to the grocery store, and instead of expecting like free food, you see tag prices on like bread or whatever, and then people get pissed off about it. It's just like, who are these people, and why do they like shout at the developers with this kind of nonsense stuff instead of giving actual feedback, you know, like the netcode or the customizations or the way, like the little nitpicky things, you know. I'm just like so tired of this, guys. Like, really, like, how many videos do I have to keep making and defending the integrity of 343 and their new leadership? And I say new, I don't mean old like Frank O'Connor or Kiki Wolfkill or Bonnie Ross. I mean new, because and a former 343 employee came out on some videos recently, and they said that the reason why Halo Infinite is the reason why it is today is because of Microsoft's contracts and their employment with people. And basically they gave out contracts to people, they work on the game for a few months, and then that's it, their time's up. I honestly think Microsoft needs to handle their IPs more carefully and with passion, instead of just buying out like what Xbox is doing with these bigger gaming franchises. Like recently, COD got bought out. Like, honestly, it's just ridiculous, and there is hope for exclusives, because if you saw the games conference or the Xbox showcase this summer, you saw how Gears is coming back. It's going to be awesome. It's E-Day. We're going back to the prequel days. We're not doing a sequel or anything. Like, that's an actually really smart move for Gears to go back in the sequel timeline instead of moving forward. And there's rumors about the Halo CE remake, how that's going to be, like, potential Halo future game passes or whatever. And then Xbox recently posted out an announcement it'll do something for Halo's 25th anniversary, which is going to be like in 2026. But let's not worry too much about there. Okay, we're not in 2026. We're in 2024 right now. So yeah, basically, I really love Halo Infinite. I love like the aesthetics, the gameplay, the feel, the customization, the forge, the firefight. Honestly, I've been having fun with this game since day one. Even if it's slow and stagnate, that's because it's okay to take breaks from a video game, you know? You don't have to constantly play it for like 24/7. I mean, that's the same thing with Helldivers. When Helldivers 2 released, everybody loved it, and then like the whole Sony backlash and all that, so we had to put it down for like a few months, and then I think the devs nerfed like some of the weapons damage and outputs and all that, and that was just a really weird thing. And now they're coming back with this update that really revamps the damage output and gets people on the board. So anyway, yeah, there's just like too much for me to go over, but in a nutshell, I think the community should like calm down and collective thoughts. I don't think people should be mad at the time. It's okay to be mad or feel sad, but don't let it blind your view of gaming and enjoyment, because the AAA gaming industry right now is really tough, especially after COVID. We're not in the 360 PS3 era. We're like in a entirely new different era, and things are going to change, and people don't like change. People really do not like changing in media or anything music related, because it like messes with their perception and their senses. And with Halo, people really didn't like with Halo 4 CA anniversary 5, you know. And my point of view is that you don't have to enjoy the game, but just let others play, you know. Just let people like me enjoy the game. I have really good friends who love this game as I do, and it's really a nice fresh of breath air to realize that there's people who still join this game like I do since day one, and not just jumping on the bandwagon because of grifting and these like big Halo YouTubers making these 24-hour constant videos that like talk about how like Microsoft cut this out and this and out. I mean, I don't expect gaming today to be like as golden par as the early 2000s. I expect it to be fun, and if I'm having fun with the video game, that's a win for me, because I'm actually like enjoying, you know. Like, if a game is frustratingly bad, then you could either overcome that steps, or you could just do whatever any rational human being do. Just take a break from it, you know, like watch people play it, like learn their tricks and all that. And this is not like a lecture or anything. I mean, it's just people really should like calm down, you know, and I'm just saying, because after last night with that conversation with somebody, like I really just had enough. Like I really wanted to like blow my brains out for real, because I'm just tired of people in the Halo community being so damn toxic, you know. It's not fun. Like, none of this is fun. Like, it's just, I don't know how people live and get by in 2024, but God mercy on their soul. So anyway, I look forward for the next updates, the next future updates in Halo. Recently, this update with the Reach Firefight maps, they've been really stellar. I'm really enjoying them. I can't wait for October for when they're going to announce later plans for hopefully a really big update like Armor Core and all that. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to get this video out. I am really ecstatic, and I can't wait to see the future of Halo and with its new leadership, and hope Microsoft takes notes on how to better manage the franchise, you know. And let's be real, though, there probably isn't going to be much change, but if there's going to be one good move shift, then you can be sure that it's okay and things will get better, you know, because we're humans. We can actually get past this, you know. And the gaming industry right now is pretty tough, but, you know, Space Marine 2 just came out. That really shows a principle and how to make games fun again. So hopefully that, Black Myth Wukong, Helldivers 2 this year, like all these games should tell the industry what to do. And so yeah, guys, this has been What's Gump. I just wanted to get my thoughts out here. I know it's been a while since I made a video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.